So Joy dropped me off another shining sin into my bird's nest this morning. This is the actor Robert Pattinson, and this is a self-proclaimed photo shoot that he did of himself in a hotel room in April in London. Straight away, do not trust GQ, okay? I know it's a D and not a G, but first of all, it stands for drag queen, okay? It's stood for drag queen for as long as they've been put in place, okay? That's why most of people that you will find in it, if you can call them people, are in the opposite process, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so GQ is run by the Delicate Destroyer. What? Oh, credit to Joy, she come up with that term, not me. Feel better?
Yeah, thanks.
Welcome. So, let's get straight into it. First thing you can see, mainly because of false light shining down upon it, is the light bulb for illumination. It's also the brain of the AI of the machine mother. Okay. Followed by baked beans. I've spoken to you before on more recent videos. The coding behind beans, beads, dots, spots. It's all the same. It's semen. It's the seed. It's the hive mind. You understand? And just to back my point up further, what has he chose to place right next to him? Right? Wank wipes. Okay? This is deliberate, as is this. So you see the reflection of the light. So that's the white veil, the black veil. It's a cubed lamp, okay? And the false light of the cube is shining down on him as he looks up at it. Okay? So then you've got your connected ray code. Ben taught me. So moving on, we have the trauma-based mind control shattering. You see here of the personality, which every one of these pawns has to go through to get to where they get put. As you can see in the eyes, nothing left, nothing there. Okay, so this is a very obvious and textbook case of bourgeois decadence, as I call it. Okay, it's where celebrities play down their financial attributes. Okay? This bloke's obviously a billionaire. He's doing everything he can to look like he lives on the streets. They do this deliberately. They not only find it amusing to mock poor, but it's also considered fashionable in this fascist world. So, what else do we see? Keep in mind, by the way, before I move on, they are obsessed with bodily fluids. Okay? As disgusting as it is, they are. So, in turn to this that I've just decrypted and broke down for you all, you'll see the bowl. Okay? The bowl is also a toilet bowl. That's a code in there. Okay? Cornflakes is a code in for milk. Milk is a code in for the soul, to soul scalp, to louche feed. Okay? Which is also, again, semen. Okay? That's why Satanists use it at their rallies. And then you have HP sauce, which you may or may not know. But over here in Britain, it's called brown sauce. Okay? And then, of course, he's wearing red for sacrifice, the white for rebirth. So you have blood, mixed with semen, mixed with fecal matter. Okay? It's anal sodomy. That's how they do it in the triangle. Do you understand? Absolutely vile. Now you can say, well, you know, it comes with fame. They have to do it. Nobody has to do anything. They don't work like that. They have to give you consent. They have to. That's the only way it does work. Keep that in mind as I move on. Okay? Oh, by the way, the Kellogg's symbol, the K, is very close to the symbol of Kronos, Grim Reaper, which is very deliberate. Not to mention the box itself. Any box you see is coding for the cube. Okay? Just what it is. A red and blue combination for your Royal Masonic purple. This is what I mean by bourgeois decadence. Not only have you got the narcissism, but look at the prices here. So it is deliberate. It is not accidental. They know that this looks like shit. They buy it anyway, and they photograph it anyway. So we'll move on. Okay, so we've got the Monarch program in here, which as you can see, he's had much of. The one eye symbolism through the camera. Also doing the spider code here. The fingers. The emphamasonry. Or the zigzag. If you watch how a zigzag goes, it is I am. I-A-M. Over and over and over again. Creativity. Yeah, alright. It's what we've got, and it's what they want. Well, they have none of it. They want it. They don't understand it. So he's got his black and white duality here. Yeah, right. That same look on his face. Just seen his reflection in the mirror for the first time and realised what they've done to him, and then forgotten it all over again. So the one eye symbolism here. You have the phase, okay? The fog, which is the smoke screen. Trying to pull over all our eyes, and then of course the snake skin. Robbie. Again. And phallic symbolism. The spider code. You can look this up, you can see the link if you want to read all that, but I don't need to read it. I'm reading it. So are you. We're reading it this way rather than their way. Okay? So, as above, so below. Devil horns on one hand. In fact, both if you look carefully. You see, the funny thing is, the more subtly they try to do it, the more obvious it becomes. Don't you? This is my point. Like, I would have a slight smidgen of respect for these pieces of shit if they actually like had spine to back up what they do. Do you understand? Like, if you're going to pull a sign because of what you worship, what you believe in, do it. Actually do it. Look the camera in the eye and say, yeah, this is what I am. This is who I am. And we're going to fucking kill you. We're after you. Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't have that in them. They have to hide it. They're ashamed. Do you understand this? Light of illumination, but have the curtains half closed, showing that you're not part of the club. Is the blind code. Oh, what a smug mug. Right, so what we got here then? Yellow and pink, sex and violence. Devil horns on the hand once again. Cubed, black drawer, the black satin cube. Only one open, mind, the rest shut. Okay? Meaning there's a lot more where these secrets came from. Have them on the legs as well as the arms. Both being on the left side. The left side controls the right side of the brain. I taught me. This is all tying in, forgive the pun, to Freemasonry and the practices that have to go under in order to be illuminated. Hence the halo tie around the head. The ring of Saturn once again. With the bicycle, the bicycle that I always mention. Same code, same shit, different toilet. The the duality, okay? The cycle, the Ouroboros, the sickle, the Reaper, Chronos, and Satan. Double triple sixes. Very subtle, Batman. Bow tie is the seal of Saturn, it is the X. You and me, I like bow ties, but that's not why he's wearing it. Polka dot, hive mind, semen, seed. You look in the eyes of these predatory pests. You can see everything that I'm saying. I should be giving the credit to them, really, because they're telling you without telling you. They would take that credit too, but you can never give it to them because they're not trying to blow the whistle. They're trying to charge themselves with your energy and turning themselves into a source of attention. They have to show you this without showing you. If they had any bollocks attached to them whatsoever, even one, then they would just tell you outright. They'd all get together and go, look, this is what we're about. We know what you're about. It's us against you. But they won't do that. They pretend to be your friends. Okay? I don't usually cover celebrities. You have to understand, someone like Robert Pattinson has such a following behind him, and they're so young, and they just eat it all up, whilst he eats all them up. Harvesting, 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 harvesting until there's nothing left of them. Okay? So this is for the kids. See the cross? Okay. A lot of the time you hear people say, well, how can they be, a Luciferian? How can they be a dead dandelion if they're wearing the cross? That's exactly the point. The fact that they've made you ask that question is giving you the answer to why they wear it. Saying that, people seem to overlook the fact that the cross is not holy in any sense of the word. The cross is the cube. Fold it up, it's a cube. It's also a means of torture, okay? It's a punishment device, it's like wearing an electric chair around your neck, or a gas chamber, or a lethal injection. One, two, three. He's a right little clever clogs. He's a right joker. So, these are the eyes of the AI. Okay. Also the unholy trinity. And right in the middle, just to back my point up even further, you don't think he meant to do this? The seal of Saturn X right over his eye, right in the middle. Satan, Eve, Lilith. Hand to the temple is the same as the finger to the temple. It's an Aleister Crowley pose. Yeah, you see, they just become sicker with fame. You can see they're just absolutely soaked in it. It soaked them up like a sponge, right? As John Todd stated, they fill up like a chalice with archontic energy. But in turn, they have to feed on others' energy. You see, this is why he was picked for Twilight. It's also why he was picked for Batman. Because he is a bat. He is a vampiric parasite. They all are. They have to be. They are emotional vampires. Do you not see this? They thrive on it. They crave it. Without it, they die. Do you think he gives a fuck about you? Do you think he gives a fuck about your young daughters? You queue up round the block. This is all he wants. He just wants to drink them up. They never stop being thirsty. One eye symbolism again here, with the cracks, shattered personality, trauma-based mind control. Yeah, so that'll do for now. Not usually a topic that I cover. I believe we've got, you know, bigger dragons to fry. But seems relevant as it is recent. Star, that's what they are. They're fallen stars. Always remember it, never forget it.